Brenda, can we talk about the growing number of older adults, but that culture in the 60s and 70s sort of contributed to that?
Yep, absolutely. You know, we've kind of got two groups of older adults.
Okay.
So we have the traditionalists. Those would be like the World War II people, the people who lived through the Depression. They're used to pulling themselves up by the bootstrap. They're very self-reliant. They do what they're told. And if addiction crosses into their life, there's a lot of shame around that for
Right.
those folks. And they also have been taught, don't air your dirty laundry. So don't talk about
Right.
it. Don't ask for help.
They grew up at a different time.
They did. Mm-hmm. But then we've got the boomers who grew up in sex, drugs, rock and roll, and they're not afraid to go back to it at all.
Right.
So, you know, they might have put down whatever illegal drugs they were using as they got lives and stuff, but then they may pick them up again as they age. Also, they may have less structure. The boomers are people who, they're going to want choices, they're going to question authority, they're going to want to be able to kind of pick what they do for their recovery.
Right.
They're less likely to seek help from medical. They're less likely to seek help from their pastors or more traditional sources. But they are also much more open to mental health.
Now, self-reliant generation, explain that.
Self-reliant, especially the traditionalists, they're used to taking care of themselves. You don't ask for help.
Right.
You don't tell anybody your dirty laundry. You avoid conflict with the older adults.
Okay.
So that can be a concern. Also, even the boomers, though, are pretty self-reliant.
Right.
You know, we've been promised that we're going to live longer than our parents lived. And that's been true for those older generations. It's no longer true for your generation.
Right.
And a big piece of that is alcohol and drugs, but also suicide and financial concerns.
Which we just recently read an article that came out. Our generation's not living as long due to that suicide and, unfortunately, opioid use as well.
Yes, the opioids have played hugely into
Right.
that, but the suicide and also the stresses of life.
Right.